here with Stephen Espinoza in Las Vegas. I wanted to get your, I guess, not update, because I think it's known about Canelo's doing the DAZN thing with 2 fight deals, but were you guys ever in play? How close were you to getting Canelo to re-sign for 2 more fights?
There were significant discussions with Canelo and his team, and I think we were very much in play. I think there was a very aggressive offer put on the table, initially for 1 fight, then later on for 2, and an offer which was significantly more lucrative than I believe the offer that was on the table for DAZN. But at the end of the day, Canelo and Eddie, they run their own business. They have their own criteria, and if they think that's what's right for them, then more power to them. We'd love to continue in business with them, and and who knows, the Charlo fight, the Benavidez fight, the other fights. He's gone to other platforms, done business with him. The door remains open, and we'd love to do business with him in the future if this one doesn't work out.
So that was accurate, the $100 million that was reported?
Yeah. It was significantly more lucrative than what DAZN had on the table. At least my understanding, what I was told.
And it would have landed on Showtime pay-per-view, or was something where you and Fox would bid?
No, we were in discussions for another Showtime pay-per-view event.
Yeah. Did you get any feedback from them as to why they passed and went with the DAZN?
Not really. Look, it's sort of, it's not something we push. If someone says, look, we're going in a different direction, understand. You make your own business decisions, and the door remains open. There's plenty of good fights. He's got a lot left in his career, and so I think our paths will cross again, hopefully in the future.
Because I think a lot of people are wondering, well, if it was more money, why would he, obviously it's his choice, but I guess the layman would be well, go with who's offering you more money.
Well, I think we had a very compelling package. I think, and I'm certainly not completely objective to it, but I think in terms of legacy, I think in terms of the fan appeal, in terms of the excitement, the styles, I think the Charlo fight is, the most exciting, the most probably desirable fight, and probably the most lucrative fight, and probably the biggest event that is possible at this point. So personally, if I were in his shoes, that's the fight I would have taken. But again, they're their own men, they make their own decisions, and I've got to respect their decisions.
So where does Jamal and David go from this point now in terms of fights?
Well, David has a little new fight ready there, so we're looking to slot that into the schedule.
That's going to be in Phoenix in April, right?
We're looking at Phoenix, April, May, somewhere there. And with respect to Jamal, look, he was holding out, waiting for this, but if it turns out definitively that we're not getting the fight, then there are a number of opponents that we've talked to, and some that are really attractive. So I think with a little bit of luck, if we get some cooperation at the other end, we'll be able to announce a fight that's going to make a lot of people happy.
Caleb Plant has been kind of rumored around maybe being that guy.
That's definitely a possibility. I don't know specifically how close that fight is.
Yeah.
But I know there's a couple other good options that I think will surprise people. That I'll keep quiet so as not to sort of impede the process. Impede the process. You know, sort of my own personal philosophy is, you talk too much about a deal and it tends to ruin it. So, but I think Jamal's looking for a big fight. Another. Big signature win, a statement fight, another, top 5, top 10 opponent, and we're doing our best to lock that in for him.
Going back to the Bivol fight, many have said that that's a harder fight than all of them. Are you in agreement with that, or what's your take on that?
Well, look, Bivol's a good, solid, fundamentally sound fighter, and he's got a good, solid punch. He doesn't have the quickness, the athleticism, the movement that I think Canelo does. Size is what makes it interesting. It's not, I think, a particularly, interesting clash of styles. Not every Bivol fight has been the most exciting, but there's interest in the challenge of seeing Canelo at a new weight class. But at least domestically, here, Latin America, North America, You know, I think the Charlo fight was a bigger fight. It's certainly more well known. It is a bigger fight commercially. But, you know, look, if one of the things that Canelo wanted to do is cross another challenge and another weight class off his list, well then, you know, then he's certainly entitled to make that decision at this point in his career.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Hub TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Hub TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.